Since we just finished the Holiness Summit, I read a story that I thought you would really appreciate. It's about Norman Vincent Peale, the one who for years did the Guidepost magazines. He was a speaker on positive thinking, a minister of the gospel. Well, it seems when Brother Peale was a young man, his father was a minister, and of course taught him to do things he should do and not do things he shouldn't do. And he had taught him not to smoke. And he was a young man, I don't know how old, but it sounds like he might have been 13, 14, something along that. And he and his friend were out behind some building there around their home, smoking a cigarette. But they were more than just smoking the cigarette. They were really, really, really wanting to go to the circus. The circus was a big deal back then, probably 70 years ago. It was about the only kind of big entertainment that came to town. So both boys were like, we've got to get our parents to take us to the circus. How are we going to get our dads to take us and our families to go to the circus? But they're smoking this cigarette. And Dr. Peale has the cigarette in his hand when his dad walks around, right where they are. And of course, he hides the cigarette. And he made this quote. He said, "It's hard to ask a favor of your father when you're holding the evidence of smoldering disobedience." That's powerful, isn't it? You know, it doesn't have to be a cigarette. It doesn't have to be smoldering like a fire. But how many times do we go to the Father wanting to ask for a favor? Not go to the circus, but we're asking for a favor. But there's some kind of disobedience we're holding back on the Lord. Hard to ask a favor of your Father if you're holding the evidence of smoldering disobedience.